Hey, what's up, guys? All right, welcome to Sermons in Cars. Hey, listen, I actually just want to speak on a topic that is near and dear to my heart. If you ever been in church world for any length of time, you're gonna hear a lot about this concept of calling and your purpose in life. And what has happened for me, and I'm only going to speak for my journey, I'm not going to speak for anybody else's. But maybe you can relate to this and maybe you can't. I don't know. If you can, take this with a grain of salt. But for the course of my faith journey, I've always had I've always walked in this tension of the now and the not yet. And that's kind of spilled over into my my professional life as well. And it has only been until recently, actually within the last less than a year, that there has been a shift in my my approach and the way I cognitively go after my spirituality. And here's how the dynamic plays out for me. I've always been, in a sense, I'm pining, if that's the right word. I don't know, but chasing after, like, okay, God, what is the thing you have for me? What's next, God? You live in this state of tension of longing to serve God, and also chasing after what His purpose is for you. Let me rephrase that in an I statement. I have been pining after and chasing after God from this place of, God, what do you have next for me? God, what should I be doing for you? And I think a lot of our evangelistic efforts as followers of Christ are based from this motive of, God, what should I be doing for you? And so you have people that go out and they do things that they feel like God is calling them to do. And that's okay. That's great. That is an approach, and it works for some people. It hasn't exactly worked out for me. It's I don't know. I guess it's different from everybody else. But here's the thing, here's where a huge, massive paradigm shift took place. I was not really arguing with my daughter Sylvia about. I can't even remember what we were talking about, but I was saying to her, and I was trying to withdraw out of her something that what she wanted to do, and the question was really, I was trying to help her navigate a situation based on what she would want to do, and finally, in frustration, she just kind of threw her arms up and was like, "No, Daddy, whatever you want me to do." And I had this epiphany. And I realized that that's kind of how I've engaged my Father in heaven for the entirety of my walk with Him. It's always been from this place of, what do you want me to do, Daddy? What should I be doing right now for you? And I felt like in that moment, I could see and hear through the mouth of my daughter, a child, I could hear God saying to me, "Son, do you see this dynamic? This is how you have been with me." And it was in that moment, everything just slowed down. And I could hear Him say to me so clearly, "I don't want you to ask me that anymore. Instead, I want you to say, what do you want to do?" And so I've been asking myself this question, okay, what do I want to do? And that question for me is been so difficult. It's been it's this seemingly most selfish conversation that I should be having with myself. I have no problem telling other people to chase after their dreams and their goals and to aspire for great things. But for myself, I shy away from it. I feel like it's selfish, which has led me on this course of self-discovery of where is that rooted? Why is it? Why am I like that? And I've been going to therapy about it. I've been asking the questions. But for me to answer the question, what do I want and what do I want to do, has really been discovering more of an elephant and trying to figure out how to eat an elephant rather than trying to go after the whole thing all at once. And you eat an elephant one bite at a time. And so I'm just little by little, I ask myself the questions, what do I want to do? And it has been reshaping my understanding of how I engage with my Father in heaven. Just the other day I was I was going for a run, I'm praying, and I even felt myself asking the question, God, what should I be doing right now? And he stopped me. He was like, don't say what should I be doing. Ask the question, what could I be doing? And the difference is the difference between those words, should and could, are astronomical in potential, but in sound, they're so small. Should implies a sense of duty, and requirements, and have-tos. But the concept of could brings with it this sense of dreaming, of possibilities. Could says, what could I be doing right now? Should says, what do I need to do in order to be over there? So what happened in that moment was for me another realization of, boy, when I frame my perspective on life right now from what could I be doing, I will naturally do what I should be doing. And for me, this is the concept of the scripture where it says, the Lord will give you the desires of your heart. We always think about, if you've been in a specific stream of Christianity for any length of time, you're going to hear that you're bad. You're going to hear that you're sinful, that everything inside of you is rotten to the core. Out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. There's deceitfulness, and the heart is deceitful above all things. It cannot be trusted. And that's, okay, it's yes and no at the same time, right? Because when you're following Jesus, you're a new creation. So the things that flow out of your heart now are good. So if the things that flow out of your heart are good, and you're asking yourself the question, God, what could I be doing right now? And you begin to dream possibilities. These are things of goodness. And so he will give you the desires of your heart because your desires are now focused on good things. You're not dreaming of possibilities of hurting people, of taking advantage of people. You're dreaming of how to build, your house in a strong way, in a healthy way. You're dreaming of providing for your children a great future. You're dreaming of healing communities, of helping raise up leaders, and so it's all operates and flows from a different perspective. So at the end of the day, it comes down to the difference between could and should in your life. Do you want to say to yourself every day when you wake up, what should I be doing? What should I do today? What should I do today? What should I do? What should I do? Or do you want to wake up every day and say, what could I do today? The differences are astronomical, but the sound of the two words is so small. I often confuse them if we're not careful. So today, may the Lord give you the desires of your heart, and may you begin to dream of possibilities and be open to new horizons. May you no longer seek what you should be doing, and instead may you be empowered to ask, what could you be doing? Yeah, I like that. All right, guys, sermons in cars. This is Tony. I'm out.